Hello everyone! Today on Vinky's Gaming Thoughts, I'm super excited to dive back into some theories and predictions. But first, I am going to do an analysis of the paintings, the wall paintings at Skyhold, Solas's wall paintings at Skyhold. So obviously, after my little Skyhold tours, I uploaded a video where you see the panoramic view of the wall paintings that Solas made at Skyhold. Well, there was a reason for that little short video. So here's my analysis of Solas's wall paintings in Skyhold. Okay, so first we see a giant eye of the maker with rays and what seems to be raindrops and a fire below, which is ironically more lit by the candle. I was going to say the lamp, but they don't have lamps in those days. Well, in Thedas, not our kinds of lamps. In the Chant of Light, we discover that Andraste wept in her last moments before her execution in Minrathous. So it could be symbolic of that. Is the maker a forgotten one? And Evernuris, Solas, kind of re-exploring the different 10 beings the maker could be type thing, different beings the maker could be in relation to maybe some elven lore or something that relates to Solas. If the maker is actually the maker, well, then he looked down on the world and saw what Solas was doing the whole time that he was doing it. If the maker truly exists, of course. Then we see the symbol of the seekers of truth, which represents the search for truth. With wolves howling to the moon in symmetry. That's my kind of picture. I like things in symmetry. So either the wolf, Solas, knows truth the seekers have yet to understand. Perhaps in the Book of Truths lie clues about the truths of Fen'Harel, perhaps hidden. The seekers have that book, the Lord Seeker, now in Cassandra's hands. Perhaps there are some clues to the actual truth in there. Perhaps Fen'Harel knows truths about the maker, for whom the seekers seek truth. So obviously, some of these depictions show events that occurred since and because of what Fen'Harel did with the veil. So Tevinter Towers, probably Minrathous, with what I believe is a magister in the center. A mountain, perhaps representative of the 9 sacred mountains, with a magister trying to ascend into the heavens, or hearing the whispers of the false gods Evernuris, false gods, old gods, or perhaps the two are the same, revisiting a bit the theory that I had way back when I started doing these videos. I think it was the second video or something, I'll link it, about the Evernuris and the old gods being one and the same. Re-exploring that. And the sun is sort of seemingly blocked, as the light and the magister are kind of darkened. So it's like a black sun. So maybe representative of the golden city turning into the black city. A warden shield below the hills and a fortress. So the heroes who fight the blight caused by the darkspawn, by the magisters, who were the first darkspawn. We see a half gold and half black city. So golden city, black city. And is the being in the center the maker? Is the being in the center golden, or supposed to be representative of golden or dark, or both? The maker becoming corrupted? Did the maker become corrupted and become a demon? We're exploring maker theories again. Or maybe the being in the center is a magister causing the taint, the black taint of the blight onto the golden city. And obviously, all this happened because of the veil. So these are all that happened since Solas has been sleeping. The reason it happened is because of Solas causing the rift. Well, the rift. It's not really the veil, which blocks the connection of the world with the Fade. All right. So then we see a sun-like target with rays. More fire, more mountains, more questions, and a castle with windows, and there's a being within one of the windows, all in white. The being has a long chin, an elongated chin. It's hard to tell from this side whether the being has pointed ears or not. So perhaps the being is Solas in his castle in Skyhold before all this happened. Or perhaps it's the Archon in Minrathous while certain events are happening, as seen in the Chant of Light. We see an 8-pointed star on a dais with a being holding swords clad in black. There are two beings holding swords. Both are clad in black, standing in golden light. Are they humans? Are they Grey Wardens? They're in symmetry. And the last drawing, which is incomplete. And I'm going in order, as we see in the panoramic order from left to right. Well, it starts on the right of the incomplete, and we go towards the right, all around, back to the incomplete painting, so that you understand my logic. So the last drawing, unpainted, just drawn, is thought to be a wolf, but from close, it looks more like a dragon. For me, it's definitely a dragon. Representative of a wild beast. A beast of the blight. A beast needing to be tamed. So looking down at or submitting to a being's foot. When a being is like that, usually a being submits. The foot looks kind of wolfish or werewolfish. It's a giant foot. And for me, it's a werewolf-looking foot anyway. And there's a dagger in its center, anchoring it there. Could be a good anchor, like being grounded, or representative of an anchored fate. Like I said, all events in the paintings are what happened, may have been caused by, happened since, may have been caused by, whether Solas was directly involved or just indirectly involved because of the whole veil thing. And I will actually dissect in more detail that last image in the next video. Tease, I know. Because in my next video, I will be elaborating on a theory. Like, tease, more teases. So this kind of sets it up for my next video, which is what I'm really excited to talk about. So that's it for this brief video of a slight, I'll call it a short analysis of the paintings. So stay tuned for the next video. I'm really excited about it, can you tell? So like this video if you like it, subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, hit the bell icon, whichever side it appears on, or below or whatever, for notifications, and I'll see you all soon. Masaranas. Be sure to check out some of my other stuff, gaming, drinks, parodies, and some random silly stuff. You can also join in on the fun on Patreon for some exclusive content. Thanks for tuning in.